This tutorial video is to show you how to use the Google Slides in the templates. So if you just purchased it, you'll notice a screen that looks like this, purchase confirmation. You can download the zip right from here, or it should have emailed you directly a thing with also a link. So either of these are going to open up your zip file. So we're just going to download the zip file. There it goes. And here, I'm just going to drag it onto my desktop so I can find it later. And then now I have the zip. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is going to unzip it. If your computer cannot unzip files, please just contact me off of the website. You can either just use a contact form or give me a call, and I will send you the files that you need directly. It does happen sometimes. So I'm just going to extract the files. And look for where it has, oh, there it is. Took me a while, but I found it. And here we go. So now all of your files are unzipped. Another easy way to, so for this demonstration, we're going to do Google Slides, but any of these that you wanted to get, so all you're going to have to do is just grab it and pull it directly onto your desktop like this. And you can do that within the zip too. So you'll notice that Google Slides are just the links. So you're just going to open it up. And we're going to open up the link. Open. All right, so here we're looking at it, and you'll notice it is view only. So if I go in here and try to type, nothing happens. If I try to move the image, nothing happens, nothing happens, nothing happens, nothing. This is read only. So how you get that to be not read only is you're going to make a copy of the entire presentation. So what I did is file, copy, entire presentation, and then now you're going to save it into your Google Drive. Now, what I would suggest that you do, select File, Google Drive, and then here I'm going to make a new folder just so I can find it again, and it's going to be called Brochure or OM or whatever it is that you want to call it. I'm just going to call it Brochures. Select, and I'm just going to remove copy of. I'm just going to hit OK. Now this is saved to the Google Drive right here. So anytime you want to access it, Google Drive, you can just open up your Google Drive, go to Drive, and you'll see it right here. And then here's the folders that we just saved it in. And you'll be able to save as and make as many of these as possible. So go ahead and do that for that one, and then the sales package. That way you'll have a copy of both of them. So this is the view only, so I'm just going to close that, and then this is the one that I can actually make changes to. Now, if I do want to, again, make another copy, it'd be make a copy, entire presentation, and then it's going to make another copy for you, and you can change the name. So, for instance, if you finish up this demonstration and you get it to the point where you like it, and then you need to do another property, you're going to hit make a copy, entire presentation, and make another copy. So here we are on this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to replace image, upload from computer, desktop here, and view. Here we go. And I'm just going to double click on it, and then I can just kind of move it around until it looks nice in the viewport there. There. And another thing I'm going to do, I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to take my logo and move it on over. So if you do have just a folder of all of your images, it's probably easier just to take them and drag them over. Obviously, this is not a very good logo. I just took it off the internet, so yours will look nicer, hopefully. And then, of course, you can just rename it office, building, 600 square feet, office, for sale, Las Vegas, Nevada. All right, and then for here, it'd be the same thing. You just go through and you change out the location information summary. And feel free to just delete stuff too. Like if you only have like a couple of pieces of information, like if it's land or something and you don't need all these, you can just, square footage, zoning, and, price or whatever. And then you can just hit delete on some of these other ones. And then it's just the same story here. So we're going to do for my office. This street is easy. Okay. And the same thing here, agents, and feel free to add additional agents too. You can move these boxes around. So if you have 3 or 4 agents, you'll just be able to add as many as you want to there. Or if you're just one agent, feel free to delete one of them and just use yours. So another thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to change some of these colors. So I'm just going to try to match this color to the logo as best I can. So I'm just going to that looks pretty good. So you can see here, I'm just changing out the colors, and you can do that for all of them. And I'll go ahead and kind of show you just how you can do it. It's tedious, yes, but once you get it done, you don't have to do it again because you'll just hit, make a copy out of the one that you made, so you don't have to do it again. So again, this is also how we redo some of the footers here. So I'm just going to copy this. Once I get it all the way that I like it, I'm going to copy this and just hit delete on these guys. So I'm just copying and pasting from the other stuff. So you'll just repeat this all the way through. But again, don't worry. Once you're finished with this, you don't have to do it again. And I'm not going to sit here and bore you with doing all of them. So one of the other things here is I'm just going to move this. I'm going to add a nice picture. Not that. Here we go. Oh. Crop. There we go. All right. There. And of course you can double click and move it around so it looks good in there. And update all these colors, etc., etc. Same thing now with the property photos. You don't have to use these. So like for instance, I'm just going to go ahead and delete them. I'm just going to pull in some, and crop them until I get them to the point where they'll fit on the page here. So here's one, here's another one, and here's another one. And I'll just try to get them to fit on the page as best I can. Oops, I don't want to do that. I'm going to crop. And this one too. Now, of course, you can mess around with it, so it's perfectly center. And then here we go, aerial map. So this is probably one of the bigger questions that I get all the time is how to do a map. All right, so here's Google Earth, and this is how I pretty much just make the maps. I'm just gonna go Las Vegas, Nevada here. And then once it's done kind of showing me where stuff is, I'm just going to pick something at random here. Just say it's here. And let's see here. I can delete this. And I've got a really nice view here. Now, some of the things that you can kind of do here to do it is the map style. You can do clean. So you can make a really nice clean map here without a little icon. So this is what I usually do. So I'll take a screenshot from this. So all I'm doing is I'm hitting print screen on my keyboard. If you have a Mac, there's like a old code or something for it. You just have to look it up on Google. I just can't remember what it is. And then I'm just going to paste this directly in here. And you'll see it gives you your whole screen. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to crop it so that all you can see is the map. So I'm going to crop here. There we go. And make it bigger. And again, I'm going to crop it. Okay. And now I'm just going to make a box here. So, and you can draw too. So if you want like a call out, here we go. Let's say this is the subject right here. You can do like a call out and then write subject right there. Make this any color that you want to. Usually I'll do like a red, so it'll be really obvious on the page. And then I'll make this bold and white so you can easily see it and just kind of adjust it so that it looks the best as you can on here. Might have to move it around a bit. Now, one of the common questions is how do I label stuff around here? So obviously what you could do is just Google the different kinds of logos, and then you just copy and paste them and then put them directly in here. Another way is the exact same way I showed you earlier, where you're just using like the call outs here, and then you can just type in, like a subway is here, and then, that sort of thing. And then same thing with the street names. You'll just sit here and write them down. So this is going to be US 95 or whatever it is, bold, white. And then you can just put it right here. There we go. US 95. So that's really how you do that. I won't lie to you, it is time consuming. And then how I do street maps is you basically just kind of just choose whatever ones that you want here. And then, so, Google is nice, but it does have a lot of this little stuff on it. Bing also has really nice looking maps, and they don't have as much junk on them as Google Earth, or as Google does, for instance. And again, it's the same thing. I'm just gonna take a screenshot, put it on here, crop around so you don't see my entire screen here, and then just kind of move it. And crop. All right, and from here, you're just gonna, this is just an extra page, and you should be able to just duplicate slide as many as you want to. So this one can be your floor plans, this one can be your site map, and the other one can be your demographics. Make as many of these as you want to. There's no limits. You can make 100,000 slides if you want to. And then when you're finished with it, you can download as a PowerPoint if you do want to just send it to somebody else so that they can edit it if they don't have Google Docs. And then another option is, of course, the PDF. So once you PDF it, you'll be able to put it on LoopNet, Property Line, you can email it out, do whatever you want with it, print it. So again, if you want to make so once you're finished with this and you want to make another property, you'll just go to File, Make Copy, Entire Presentation, and just make sure you're saving them in places where you can find them. Otherwise, that is pretty much it. Feel free to use the contact form on my website or give me a call, and I will be happy to answer any questions that you have. Thank you so much for watching the tutorial video.